Hello and welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. Today we're going to use a run using 3-star Volibear against the 6.5-star Rogues of Runeterra adventure, the Grand Heist. For Relics I have Arcane Comet, Stalker's Blade, and Guardian Angel. If you have 2 Stalker's Blades, I would do that, and if you have 2 Guardian's Angels, probably that's the best way to go. This account does not, so here we are. So the problem with Volibear in this adventure is, generally speaking, you get to play Volibear at cost reduction because you can kill your opponent's units, and if you can't do that, then you're just going to lose. So I think it's important here to find really good defensive options. So something like Karma is good because you have Concussive Palm. This one also has 2 Vampiric Scepters, so I'm pretty happy with it. I think Karma, Aphelios, or someone else that stuns. Pick one of those. I think Proper Offerings is good. You get a Sigil of the Storm every round, so that'll help you play into your Volibear. Because you are playing with cost reduction, you can take expensive cards, so something like If That Stares is probably fine, whereas normally it would not be. Slipstream is okay. I'm gonna take It That Stares. We can take a couple like really expensive cards, but generally speaking we are going to want to start finding something that is a little bit lower cost so that we can kill a unit with it, and we can find mana gems. That would be good as well. Grasp of the Undying will give us some hit points, but I'm not sure it's worth the 5 cost. Gonna take Spirit Stone on Veteran Investigator. I think that's probably okay. And Slipstream with Sigils of the Storm is probably good. And then here, I'm gonna reroll until I find something I want. So Protopora with a mana gem is fine. Stuns would also be good. I don't hate this hand. I kind of love it, actually. So like I said, the main problem is that you're gonna die. And I don't have a really good solution for that, unfortunately. Since we don't want to take infinity damage, I'm just gonna block here, because we have reduced power. We don't get to block the fearsome unit, which is terrible. And here we're just gonna drop Volibear. And I'm fine to attack with Volibear, because he has Guardian Angel, even if he dies. No problem. Here we are going to stun. And I'm gonna drop Oncologist, maybe? Seems like the right choice because they let us end round. Drop Karma for the hit points. And again, I'm pretty happy just attacking here. We drop It That Stares, we can do 3 damage to all units. That'll kill all my units, and not all of their units. So that would be terrible. We can drop Kingfisher, that's fine. This guy's the worst, but we can beat him. Let's look at just Arcane Comet, but let's get rid of the thing that makes sand soldiers first. Again, not afraid of attacking. Seems fine to me. Let's attack with everything here. Open up some board space. And then we can also do this thing. Drop new karma for more hit points. We get rally because of the Kingfisher. And attack again. I think this is winning. Yeah. Cost reduction is great. This also deals damage, so potentially could kill a unit. Yeah, I think that's the best choice there. Slop Lord will give us a reroll. That's okay. Take it. There's a shop up here. I think Aspiring Chronomancer is easier than the other side. And, I mean, you can end up with, like, many Kaliris, I think that's his name. Which, not so good. But on the other side, you take 40 damage on round 1, which is also not so good. We're gonna pass so that we have mana to use Concussive Palm. Block. Can't play anything good yet. Drop Concologist. Gives me Piltover Peacemaker, which I can use to remove this guy, which will also give me more Sigils of the Storm. Can't attack though. If they open attack, I'm kinda in trouble, but they don't. So, can drop Volibear here. It then gets captured, which is terrible. Drop an Eye of the Dragon, giving us 2 hit points. Can't block Fearsome.
The dragon binds us.
I've learned what I can to help Acacia. What did you see in this? What did you learn? I can say I got some very hands-on.
Drop a new Volibear. We'll get our old one back in a moment.
What did you see in there? What did you learn? I can say I got some very hands-on research done.
Can attack here. Lose our Volibear. Get our first Volibear returned.
See what I've learned?
I'm fine with this. Clear the board. Hooray. First time you summon a champion rally. Okay.
When we look ahead,
Summon a champion.
I'm back. It's so good to see you again. My dear friend, you weren't gone long, but I worried every second.
Tempted to attack with Kingfisher. I'm not sure that makes any sense though.
The text added into what the void took from me. Now I'll take from
It feels like, how many of these do they have? Get our Volibear back. He would level if we could ever keep him on the board. Oh man. It's fine. What does this thing do? Res pursuit. That doesn't do anything.
The storm breaks all.
Attack with Volibear.
I'm back. It's so good to see you again. My dear
Could put a
friend,
big unit
you
on the
weren't
board,
gone long,
but
I worried every second.
I think it just hurts me. These were bad picks. And we don't want to fill up because we're going to get our Volibear back next round.
I don't really
So-
am looking like you, do I? Hey,
Okay, that's definitely 4 of those. I'm sure they have something that makes copies.
For your research, so I found one.
Block with Volibear.
I've learned what I can to help Acacia. What other secrets does the ice hide?
Can play Upcycle Drake.
What all is dark and cold?
Finally get to level.
Dare not whose blood is spilled.
Remove a unit.
I was so careful not to create a paradox, but we never considered conjoined
Attack with Scout. This will happen twice because of Headmistress ability. And I think they have to block.
I've seen it all.
Killing light.
The void took from me. I don't really end up.
Do lose a Volibear there, that's gonna have to be fine.
Aside for this second.
We can win the game at any time by playing Enraged Fire Spitter. But let's try to find a way to get some hit points here. I'm gonna play Frozen in Fear just to clear space in my hand.
I wouldn't be so eager to rush in, Kahiri.
Falling Comet.
You're all impossible. I've learned what I can to help Acacia.
And we didn't find a way to gain some hit points, so we're just gonna win the game rather than risk getting attacked. Probably would have been fine. Probably could have stalled. Take extra Concussive Palm, that'll give us extra Concussive Palm. One of the best spells in the game. Revitalizing Roar is hit points, not sure it's worth. Bouncing Blades is interesting. Doesn't do like a lot for us, but maybe it can finish off a unit at some point. And if it can do that, then it is worth a lot. But I think most often it's just going to be a card in our hand that we're not playing.
Officer J.S. Harpio.
Prime butchery.
But because I didn't draw Concussive Palm, I'm probably in trouble here.
Prime butchery.
I was more in trouble there than I thought I was. But that's the problem. If you can't play things to stall out the early game, you just die. And it feels like Volibear's draft tends to be higher cost cards. So yeah, it's bad. That's all I have to say about that. Break Spell Shield. Still some interactions I'm not quite understanding here. Guy's probably gonna transform. I didn't. Cool.
Your attack is obvious.
So I could take an extra 6 damage. If I take an extra 6 damage, I get 2 Sigils of the Storm. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's fine. Because it lets me play Volibear here. Gonna attack. Gonna play Kingfisher.
I care not whose blood is spilled.
I think I attack. Then I play Karma. If I do nothing, Volibear will level up. But I also level up if I attack, so... He gets captured. Probably should have known that that was a thing. Yeah, definitely should have known that was a thing. Still okay. We have another Volibear in hand. Actually give us 2 Volibears, which is good.
I wield the storm.
That's crazy. Gonna pass because they let us. So obviously my hand's been full for a while. We just attack here. Break spell shield. Deal 2. We have a lot of stuns, so we're not actually worried about anything. Karma's dead. I drop Karma, I gain hit points.
We each hold a world within.
I wonder if I can get a recall.
My spirit is an unquenchable fire.
Shouldn't be that hard. Just gotta play some cards out. That's drain. That's recall. Can't skip. This is gonna happen a lot of times. Most of these cards are just gonna burn. Yeah, okay. Well, we didn't accomplish anything there. Champion item chest. Deathless sounds good. Deathless Guardian Angel, great combo. Heal, because missing hit points is probably not a good idea. Two mana gems here is all I could ever ask for. Don't have a card that costs 2, so we're not tempted to do the wrong thing. Although, if they do play the time bomb, I'm gonna lose both of these. They do Petricite Pillar here, which, well, I guess I got rid of it, so it's fine. But it was gonna make it difficult to stun. I could just stun, right? There's the time bomb. Honestly, all this is nonsense. Deal 2 to all units, so let's not play a unit. If I do 1 damage, I gain 2 sigils. And if I gain 2 sigils, I can play a Volibear. I haven't even looked at this. Surviving is so important here. Okay, now we can focus. Play a card that costs 1. Sure. Done. Don't have a card that costs 5, but I'm gonna play the Kingfisher here so that I can get a strike in. Play a card that costs 3. Play a card that costs 1. Don't have 5 mana. You really don't want to block the Deathless Guardian Angel, Volibear. Play a card that costs 1. Play 3. Obliterate all landmarks, that's probably bad. Deal 3 to all other units, sure. And I don't have 6 mana. Actually, I do. So, kill this guy. Four. Dealing 3 to all other units. And we win! Shadow Totem sounds amazing. So does Black Cleaver, actually. I'll take Shadow Totem. Second proper offerings, sure. So, a funny thing about this... wait, this is Mystifying Magician? Normally it's Honest Croupier. Whatever. I didn't know that that could change. So if you get the Honest Croupier, what he does is... I don't know if that's how that's pronounced. I don't even know if that's how it's spelled. If you get that guy though, he makes 0 cost versions of your created cards. So whenever you play Sigil of the Storm with Volibear, which happens, he can just get your unit for free so you can never play it. So just be aware of that should that come up. We're gonna attack here, he's gonna block. Apparently I'm just gonna take 6 damage and then nothing will have mattered. But the idea was that I would Blade's Edge and then kill it, and then I would get more Sigils, but instead I just die. Stun the strongest. Block the most damage. We can play Volibear next round regardless, so... And that's Deathless Guardian Angel. Could even do something crazy like kill our own guy. Then we can attack. This guy's overwhelmed, so he's scary. They're seriously afraid of Deathless Guardian Angel. That's gonna attack because it has elusive. It's really weird. You can kill this for 1. Guess we just do 2 damage here. We can open up some hand space. We've been burning cards. Get rid of that guy. Pass. This will attack because it's elusive. We stun. Kill our own Volibear here. Sure, this is fine.
Just pretend I'm not here, eh?
Then I can play the Enraged Fire Spitter to do the extra 2 damage. I want to reiterate how important those stuns are. You can see how much damage you take just all of the time, and if you can't stop that, you're just going to die before you can ever get started. Also, the proper offerings power has really helped accelerate my game plan so that I can actually play the game. Without that, strong chance I just die. I'm going to take Smooth Soloist. But we need to get through this first. This has a lot of capture. It also starts with this dude in play. So that's the first capture. They should play one more card. I think they have another card. They don't play it, so we get our 2 mana gems, which makes up for the fact that I played those and lets me Concussive Palm this guy. Actually, we can play Volibear, so do that. That sounds better. Going to attack. I'm going to play the Kingfisher. Didn't want that capture, but it's probably fine. Just get rid of the terror. I want my Kingfisher back. I can win the game as soon as that happens. What happens if we obliterate the landmark? Do we get our Kingfisher back? Won't find out because we get denied. Could also just check the eyeball. I do get my Kingfisher back if I obliterate this. And then if I kill my own Volibear, it'll come back because of Deathless. This plays twice, which is nice. Also, we can just remove it, which is also nice. Smooth Soloist, we want to take something that, I mean, how do I pass on Undying Legion? I'm killing my units for fun. Get rid of She Who Wanders. Go into Ezreal. It was somehow worse than Targon Ezreal. So we have one Volibear in hand, which is all we need to win the game. We have a Proto-Poro, which we will play in a moment. I'm gonna let him do his thing first. Then we're gonna drop our Poro. And next round, I believe we can play Volibear. Take whatever, doesn't matter. We'll drop Volibear, and this should kill everything on the board. Because of Undying Legion. We get a Kingfisher as well out of it. Things are going pretty well. Attack with these guys. Gonna do 1 damage to our Volibear, because we can only do 1 damage to our Volibear. I'm fine losing that Protoporo. Oh, it came back. Darn. I mean, we can force remove it, I guess.
Scores to settle, cooks to kill. You know how it
Oh,
is.
because I played a champion, I get to attack.
I wield the storm.
And that's winning. So, Volibear is very strong if you can get him online. In order to do that, you're going to want to find Mana Flow, or proper offerings worked really well for me. If you can find ways to just kill units, that also works, but you do need to remember to take care of the defensive portion, because this is the 3rd time I've tried this. The other 2 times I didn't look for a defensive support champion, and I ended up being almost dead after every fight, which is not a good way to be, but if you can solve that problem and get Volibear on the board, especially if you had 2 Stalker's Blades instead of Arcane Comet, or 2 Guardian Angels, because then you can just block with your Volibear. If he dies, he comes back and he Stalker's Blades twice, because you'll have more Volibears. As soon as you can get that going, and presumably you'll draft better than I did, you have a fairly straightforward way to win, and I suggest that you do that. So that is all for me. Hope this helps. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.